Wow.
Honey, Robin out here spilling the secrets, spilling the tea. I had to do a last minute, change to my title because, stuff literally just came out. I mean, within a few minutes, maybe 30 minutes ago, we got information that we was like, oh, really? So the rumors are true. Okay, but anyway, hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am Jaylee. This is JayLeesCorner. This is my review for the Housewives of Potomac that came on yesterday. Okay, came on last night or whatever. And we are here to just discuss. But also, beside the episode that came on last night, the tea that was just spilt from him saying one of the blue-eyed bandits on mouth, we will discuss that as well. But anyway, hello. I hope everybody having a great Monday. Okay. I mean, I'm having a great Monday so far. I was off work today. I drank a whole bunch of water today or whatever. So let's hope everybody else is having a good day too. Okay. Y'all already know, do a couple of things around here. Okay. To subscribe to my channel, to become a whole JayBird, dun. Okay. It's the thing to do. Do not forget to also follow me on social media at JayLeesCorner on IG, also on Twitter. Okay. We also, what my thing look like? Why all my stuff not in here? That's so weird. Yeah, subscribe to the channel, comment section, like it, share, all that stuff. I just feel like the graphics I had, I'm like, why they not all here? Why some of it is looking like it's not here, and I need it all to be here. I'm here. Hi, hello to the people, hello to the people, hello to the people. I'm in my hoodie and hat because it's cold. It's winter time or whatever. I did not feel like coming out here, but anyway, we are here, okay? And Robin up here admitting that Juan is a cheater, like people said he was. That's the weird thing. It's like, let's not even start there. We're gonna start with the show. Okay, we're gonna start with the show because that's what happened first. First was the show that happened last night, and then we found out today that Karen ain't no liar. Okay, Karen ain't no liar. And that's the thing. I was like, see, people love Karen be lying. Karen ain't nothing. She be telling stories. That isn't true. Girl. And the whole time, Peter was really out here picking some pickled peppers. Okay, with people in the park. That's what was happening in my opinion. But I'm gonna let that go. Wrong button. I'm here. So at first, it was only about the show. Now we had to add in Robin Shoe. And I have the Alt DO. We're going to leave that till we get to a Robin part in the story, okay? But hello to the people who are here. Y'all know usually I'm on at like 9 or whatever, but I'm off work today. So we here. Hey to the people, hey, yeah, That's why I was a little bit late. I had to get the audio together. I had to pull it myself, hear the whole clip, because I know the neighborhood talk had a clip, a little clip of what Robin said. I had to pull the whole little, it's like 4 minutes. I sped it up a little bit to change the voices, okay? Just so that we can be sure that we don't get flagged later on. Okay, change the voice. You know what I'm saying? We have to do that. Can't make it up. Can't make it up. Okay, can't make it up. Okay, but yeah, we're gonna come on in here and get things together and discuss it. Okay, come on now. I had to put on the red lip. Okay, y'all know my rule. You can't have a hat on and be too barefaced. And you have to do. I could have put my hoodie on or whatever. But you know what I'm saying? I got to innocent trying to chill out. Just trying to chill. Innocent trying to chill. Okay. But let's get started with this the episode. And then we'll get into Robin and the foolishness that she admitted to on her own stuff. Okay. Quickly, because to me the episode wasn't all that much. The episode was kind of filler-ish. Okay, little filler-ish. Because we know the finale episode airs next Sunday. We then will have a 3-part reunion that comes the week after the Super Bowl or whatever. So I was like, y'all, so into me so much. Where are my notes? I know I said notes, girl. Am I going crazy? I don't think I am. Let me go to sent. Let me go see. Okay, girl, where I sent it to. Maybe you said it's on my email. This episode was a bit filler-ish. Because I guess the Bachelorette party was supposed to be the aha moment or whatever. I cannot watch it with everybody. But again, Robin looked dumb. But Robin always looked dumb. Oh, come on, Debbie. This episode starts out with, whoa, look at Robin in her little wedding dress. Okay, with her and Giselle and Ashley around here, the wedding dress shopping for a wedding we would never see. Even though it was said it happened, we're not gonna see the actual wedding. So why are we seeing the dress that you shopping for with that man who cheated on you and whatnot? And people cheat, we get it or whatever. I'm not saying it don't happen to a lot of people, but it was the denial of things during the season that's making me feel like, Robin, your services are no longer needed. Bye-bye. Okay, bye-bye. Anyway, Robin trying on dress the strangers picked out for her. Okay, Ashley came there strictly to snitch. Ashley came and said, look, my job here is to come here and just tell you stuff, tell the messy stuff to Gizelle, because Gizelle is messy too, and all the rumors will spread far and wide across the land. I was like, not coming here only to just talk about what happened in Mexico. When y'all are in Mexico? Now, we all know the last episode ended with, them saying, oh, yeah, Mia and Candace and Wendy and Ashley was all hanging out. Okay, we saw that was the end of it all. Oh, and not Ashley, like, oh, Giselle, guess what? We was hanging out, and Mia wanted to eat Wendy's cooch, okay? And Mia was really attracted to Wendy or whatever, and Wendy was intrigued or whatever, and then Wendy and Mia left together. So, yes, let's insinuate that the two married women around here being lesbians with each other and scissoring in Mexico. Okay, let's bring that out. Let's discuss how all these grown women is around here. They're showing why y'all showing each other y'all boxes? I don't get that. No, look, keep your box to yourself. Keep your box to yourself. That's my opinion. Okay. Now, Ashley also brought up how you want to say, look, I did my job because that's what I gotta go. Never have I seen someone come in, spill the tea, and then instantly leave. I came, did my job, I gotta go. Okay. Now Giselle and Robin sit down and talk or whatever about the Bachelorette party that her and Mia gonna play. Now Robin, I don't want Karen there. I don't want Wendy there because Wendy was laughing at Karen, talking about Juan cheating. And girl, you mad because Wendy was laughing at the truth. And let's not forget, everybody was laughing at the back and forth between you and Karen because it was funny. Also, Robin has still not told her mama that she round here about to marry Juan, the cheater, Juan. And just being so, oh yeah, I'm not gonna tell my mama. They don't know yet. Why? Is it a secret? But we now know why it's a secret. Okay, B of the S, B of the S. Another filler scene, we see Candace talking to Chris. Candace is having a video release party for that song with Trina. She's having a re-release album because that album D Space I still have not listened to. She's re-releasing it with I don't know 1 or 2 extra songs or whatever, and she's gonna show them a new album cover or whatever. She's been so busy and whatnot. I know Candace has been in a couple movies or TV shows or whatever, so she's acting too. And I feel like then why y'all so boring? Candace is entertaining and when she say stuff in her confessionals and her clapbacks, but I also feel like I want to see more of what else she be doing and what she got going on because ain't this supposed to be about their real life? If she is out here really acting and singing, why are we not seeing none of that? Anyway, she tells her bald-headed husband about, the old lady was fighting in Mexico, okay, meaning Ken and Charisse, or does anybody, okay, how it was a new rumor about Juan cheating and messing with some girl walking down the street, and that's ridiculous. Oh, is it ridiculous, Candace? It ain't no more, okay? See, all these people doubting what Karen said because it came from Karen kind of shows. See, sometimes people not lying and husbands and fiancés and boyfriends are actually cheating close to home. Y'all had all this smoke about Karen and how I can't believe it. And the fact that Karen actually said that's ridiculous. That's just dumb. Now, Chris' point was, y'all throwing another husband under the bus. Yes, but guess what? Juan did it. Juan did it, okay? But I don't try to do anything except talk about husbands. No. Ain't you been around? Ain't you been here for a long time? You see what happens. They talk about each other's spouses, and that's it. Okay, that's it. That's all it is. Let it be. Okay. But Candace, like, yeah, that's dumb. That's like, you grab it on the Cookie Monster ass in front of me. I'm like, first of all, no, we know that ain't true. But you can't compare Chris and Juan because Juan did it. Okay. Anyway, she also brings up how Robin pulled out a photo of Karen with the green-eyed man. I'm sorry, the blue-eyed man. And it's Karen from the back. We can see it's Karen. Look. If you don't see my face and hear my voice, you can't tell me that's me. Unless it's me and you see the tattoo on my back, which means it's me. But I'm like, a woman from behind, how do you know that's Karen? Is no one else shaped like Karen? No one? Anyway. Chris tells her, look, you need to be stress-free. We're trying to get these eggs up out of you. We're trying to have a whole egg retrieval process so we can get these eggs frozen so we can have kids one day. Get out the bullshit. Candace will never be out the BS because Candace is fully invested in being on this show. So in some way, shape, or form, I keep saying Candace will be involved, whether it is her joking about something or just being involved. Now we also seen Karen and Wendy having lunch because again, because this episode was really about Robin's bachelorette party, which Karen and Wendy are not invited to. They was meeting up for lunch in their bright orange colors. Okay. Now, Karen, like I have been real quiet for 3 years about how Juan hugged me and made me feel uncomfortable. Okay, made me feel uncomfortable. And he supposedly also maybe whispered or said to her, if we have a threesome, it could be with you. Now, I also feel like that was a joke. But again, it made Karen feel uncomfortable because he said it while hugging her. Girl, I don't. Now, when Wendy bring up, I remember your wig party a long time ago, and you said back to Robin when Robin said to you, "Are you nervous about what you may say if you drunk?" And your reply was, "Well, no, you should be worried about what Juan say when Juan's drunk." And Karen said, "Yes, I knew at that point that Robin knew about stuff then. She knew what I meant. She knew." Okay, and I'm like, I don't care because what happened 2 years ago, and I'm saying to me, Karen is bringing up stuff that she did say in the moments, and she never kind of, brought it to our attention who she meant or what she meant. So to me, I'm looking like there's truth to Karen's point in I've been protecting Juan and not saying, hey, he got drunk one time, hugged me too tight, said something that was jokey, but I just found it funny. And it, what I mean? I kept that to myself. And she could have easily said, "Why out here being drunk and hugging on me? Who else he hugging on, Robin? Who else he hugging on? That lady he was messing around with anyway." So Karen, like, look, at the end of the day, Robin even showing that photo of me that she would not show me. I don't care because it wasn't me and I ain't gonna dress. If you can't show me what it is, I don't care. It ain't me. Again, unless you see my face and hear my voice, it ain't me. Period. That's another big bitch from the back. If it was me, I would say that it's not me. Okay, do you see my face? Can you hear my voice? Did I say hello, hello, hello? But then it wasn't me. Leave me alone. Anyway, Ashley then FaceTimes them because she wants to let them know, hey, uh, um, Giselle is had a group chat about Robin's bachelorette party and y'all ain't on it. Oh, for real? And Robert, not Robin, with like I don't know why Robin has an issue with me. I don't get it. Okay, me and her had said we was moving on. Like I had apologized for before. Like nothing's happened since then. Like I don't get why she's not dealing with me. But I'm gonna move on from her. I had time. Okay, anyone who is not trying to be in a positive space with me. I have time. I'm grown. I can't do that. Again, Robin's point was I don't want Wendy there because Wendy was laughing. What I'm saying at Karen talking about me and why. Well, hell, it's funny now. I don't care. I'm trying to move on because again, this is a filler episode. It was not much that happened, and we can get to the video and talk about Robin. Gizelle meets up with Mia at Mia's house that she don't know who lives in. Mia around here showing Gizelle this house that she say her and Gordon put all this money into while they're renting, and they not even living there no more. You put all that money into a rental space only to move out. I think they have money issues. I don't know. Anyway, she round there showing Gizelle these people's house. Gizelle tells me how, what I'm saying? Well, look, I told Robin that you were trying to bump vaginas with Wendy. She's like, why? How did that happen? What happened with that? Because, Ashley told me that something happened. Y'all was like looking at each other's cooches. And so I just kind of embellished. I kind of lied. And now I'm like, okay, cool. So we see how much Gizelle lies and spreads rumors about other people to alleviate anyone talking about her. Giselle, how was your fibroids doing? Don't you have to have a hysterectomy? I feel like you spend all this time talking about Wendy's vagina and Mia's vagina. What about yours? What about your uterus? Why not spend this time being helpful to other women, talking about your fibroid issue and how you may feel having to have a hysterectomy? Why must she be around here lying on folks and lying on two married women, by the way? I don't think on their earth that Wendy around here asking Mia to eat her cooch. I believe Mia would offer to eat cooch, but I don't feel like Wendy is right here asking, "Hey Mia, can you eat my box? I got a box here. You like my box?" No, I don't believe it. So it aggravates me that Gizelle takes up her time in everybody else's business and everybody else's vaginas except her own. You gave us one scene of a phone call conversation with Robin discussing how you have had this years long situation with fibroids and maybe having to have a hysterectomy, and we ain't heard hide no hair of it since then. But oh, you want to discuss Mia's box and Wendy's box. And Mia gonna say, well, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Wendy was showing her cooch. You know what I'm saying? I looked. Wendy was spread eagle. So I was like, why would Wendy be spread eagle? Spread eagle. So y'all mean to tell me y'all in Mexico spread eagle in it? Just for in a public place? Really? Mia? Really? That's your story? Mia, you lying. Because Mia's a liar too. Mia is a liar and a follower. Mia Mia wants to be, a trifecta. She wants to be a trio between Giselle and Robin. So if I'm also a light-skinned woman with long weave like Giselle and Robin, I can be in a bunch too. I can be mean. I can lie, scheme, scam. I can act friendly. Mia is the definition of a pygmy because she literally is contorting her body and her spirit, her soul into whatever she thinks will get her into the good graces of of Giselle and Robin. Even being the mean girl to her best friend, Jacqueline. That's the crazy part. You around here want to be buddy with one thing, too, meaning Robin and Giselle, and you look dumb. You look stupid because you also sitting up in a house that you don't even live in no more. Yeah, we love the golf course. It's what we love the most. We put all this money into this place, but you don't live there no more. You don't, you abandoned me. You don't live there anymore. Okay? You fronting. You're stunting. Because you want the acceptance of the two bad bitches of Potomac. And I don't mean bad bitches in a good way. I mean in a bad way. They're bad people. Robin and Giselle are scantily clad, bad fashion wearing, blonde roots dying, bad men picking, but picking on everybody else who's single and who's married people. That's what it is. Giselle and her bad decisions with everything in life. Okay, and Robin and her sticking by Juan ass for no reason besides she don't think nobody else want her. That's what I think it is. That's my opinion. Because why stay with Juan? If he keep doing the same thing, why are you still there? For what? Pork, hey, let me know. I don't know. But it's aggravating that y'all sitting around here at these other people's tables. Because again, Mia don't live there no more. Because Mia put on her IG, oh no, what's the IG Twitter, on her social media, how we moved again. We moved again. You've moved 3 times in 2 years? For what? What you can't afford? I'm gonna leave that be. I'm gonna stop. But again, Giselle trying to pump Mia for information about her vagina shenanigans with Wendy, and but trying to just put out this narrative that Wendy is out here philandering with Mia in Mexico. And Mia saying, yeah, Wendy was spread eagle. Wendy was, first of all, no, that ain't, you don't spread eagle in a club in Mexico. Do I think they was around there having fun? Probably. Were they getting drunk? Absolutely, yes. But Wendy was not Mia. Wendy was spread eagle with her cooch out. Then said, and Wendy asked to see my cooch, so I showed her. So y'all, first of all, y'all too old to be around here showing each other y'all boxes. When you are in your late 30s and mid 40s, you keep your box to yourself. Keep your cooch to yourself. You're not around here showing your cooch in public to somebody else, let alone asking, hey, you want to see my cooch? Yeah, I do. Let me see it. What? No. Mia then says, "Oh, Wendy, I feel like Wendy not even jealous of me because I think she's jealous. She's not jealous. She just want my cookie. It's sexual tension. Please believe me. I feel like Eddie is knocking the dust off of Wendy's box all the time, all the time. So I don't think Wendy has any." Sexual built up tension. I think her and Eddie are having ample sex all the time. Period. And y'all trying to basically put it all on Wendy, like, oh, Wendy wanted this. It was Wendy who showed me her cooch. It was Wendy who was again. For some reason, Mia has jumped on this bandwagon of whoever y'all against, I am too. Because I want to be a part of y'all trifecta. Anyway, she also brings up how her and Jacqueline are still not friends. Okay, that Jacqueline called her. She wanted to apologize, but I did not care about her apology. Mia, shut up. And the bad part is, I feel like Jacqueline probably was really trying to reach out because Jacqueline thinks they have a real friendship. But I'm like, no, ma'am, you were a situationship that Mia used to make herself feel better. Because even though you and your mama and your family took Mia in, Mia probably always still looked down on y'all, and because she married a rich old man or whatever, she felt like I'm better than y'all. So let me bring around my poor best friend who I help her with money here and there, but my rich old man too, and make her feel bad. This is aggravating. Karen said, "Man, fuck that bachelorette party. I'm around here getting my candles together." Karen at the candle making place, okay, putting forth an order of 8,000 candles for a special edition, like holiday edition with her candles, and not just a 3 wick. No, no, no. It's a 4 wick candle. She asked for 8,000 candles, put down a deposit of 20K, and said, "I had time to be riding on somebody's pole on some party bus celebrating some ass marriage. I'm right here making money. Okay, I'm right here doing business like I'm supposed to." First of all, that's a big ass candle. That's a big ass candle. I'm gonna stick to my bad body because I feel like when someone only has one or something, I want more of stuff. Okay, but kudos to Karen for being about her business and being able to put down a 20K deposit on her candle line and have 8,000 candles, come around here. Not one for girl, for what? How long the candle? Look, for 149, it better last for life. All my life, the candle will last. But see, I think when stars or celebrities on favorite shows have products out, they upcharge a little bit. Okay, just a little bit. There are candles that are expensive, but 149, you're really paying for the fact that her name was Karen. You know what I'm saying? You're paying because it's Karen. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not paying one. No, I would not pay 149. That candle best smell like heaven. Let's get on to the bachelorette party. So the ladies are gathering for Robin's party. Mia and Ashley had on the same thing. Okay, first of all, um, I don't know where they bought it from, but the fact that they both literally bought the most tackiest cat suit is crazy to me. Also, Mia saying that she's an anaconda in her snakeskin cat suit, and it's like a garden snake. I was like, first of all, because you paid to have bigger body parts, girl, shut up. Because Ashley's body is also banging too. So get out my face. It aggravates me when folks, body shame in any way. Oh, I'm an anaconda. She's a garden snake. She's so small. I fill it out. But y'all both look good. Y'all both can look good from one hole to the other. Anyway, Charisse, right. First of all, I had to use this photo of Charisse because she be feeling bald head last. I'm saying this forehead bald last. Uh, The fact that Charisse was like, I'm upset because, Robin, I've been a friend for a long time, and, Mia jumped in and Mia wanted to throw the party and Giselle's the best friend. So I couldn't really say anything, but I'm mad, but I won't show it. We know you mad, whatever, whatever. Um, yeah, Mia has huge self-esteem issues that she consistently takes out on other people, even though she tried to mask it as I'm just confident. I've had work done. No, you speak about what you had done as if it makes you better than other people. It's like, girl, no one cares. Your body being built by Mattel don't matter to nobody. When you go to heaven, God don't care either. After all. And then Charisse up here complaining about why she can't play in Robin Party. It's because you are not a cast member in real life. You are a spare part to a vacuum cleaner that people put back in the bag. We don't know what it's here for, but we may need it one day, so put it back in the vacuum bag. That's what you are. You're not a main cast member. You're barely a friend of, because you gave nothing this season. And every time I hear her talk cast stuff about stuff, girl, cast, can't cuss that much. When she talk cast, SHIT, about other people and situations, I just think about this bad wig. It's a bad wig. It looks cheap, but Charisse looks cheap. And I mean that in the best way. Charisse comes off as she is this upper echelon woman who was better than the average bear. But you don't dress the part, ma'am. You don't look the part, ma'am. You don't act the part, ma'am. You also act like someone who is banging on broke, faking it to make it. Charisse looks like somebody who has a drinking problem. And so she's barely able to keep it together because she's probably tipsy. If you know many people, not who are alcoholics, but who have a drinking problem, meaning they're probably always drunk. She always looks a bit sweaty and tipsy. Her wigs always look like she's been at a club for 5 hours. She comes to events looking like she has been ran through a car wash, through a bird bath, through bedrock. I don't know. And it aggravates me. She has this idea that she's better than, and she isn't. And not that if she had more money, she would be. But you, Charisse, are a hollow soul of a woman who seems to only care about fussing and caring. Y'all want us to feel like Charisse is the grand dame of Potomac. But what does she give besides bad wigs and bad fashion? Nothing. Nothing at all. She's supposed to be the queen. I was prom queen. And she have these bad, dry dollar store wigs and Target fashion. And I like Target. I do. I like Target. However, you can't give I'm the best of the best of the best with the worst of the worst of the worst looks. Bad wigs, bad makeup, bad fashion. That shirt looks ugly and wrinkly. Okay. The ends, how your wigs ends split. How? It's a bad dye job. It's sitting back too far. Okay. And I have a big look, I also have a big forehead. I am a part of the big forehead clique. But you have to know how to not have your wig sit back too far. You couldn't pay someone to give you a good wig, not all season. You had one confessional look. You had one, and this is the best you got. So, in my opinion, like I say to myself, I can't come on camera in a hoodie and a hat and not have my lipstick on. I look cute. Okay. But if I take my makeup, my hat off, and my scarf off and have my hair out, it'll be cute. Okay? Charisse acts like she is the queen bee. I was prom queen. And it's not that, man. It ain't that. That's also the reason why you probably could not host the dang on bachelorette party. Because you're boring. I've never heard someone speak to me boring. She talks boring. Her voice is boring. Her fashions are boring. Her face is boring. The confessional is boring. It's just boring. Period. You give nothing. So again, it aggravates me that I don't know why I can't, because you can't. Anyway, on the bus, Kay is all the girls. Is a friend of a friend. I don't know who all these people is, but it's like it's one of Robin's friends. It's one of Gizelle's friends. I think even one of Mia's friends. I'm like, why is one of Mia's friends coming? That confuses me. Why did Mia get a new friend? Mia has already cut Jacqueline off and brought in a ringer. Mia should not be allowed to bring anybody else in. Why? Because Mia is a horrible person. A completely horrible person. It's weird. Anyway, Mia's been a stripper. She's dancing on Robin. That's what she does. We also see Robin then brings up, yeah, Mia and Wendy was in Mexico together. Again, everybody's regurgitating what Ashley told Gizelle, which also came from Mia. And okay, let's try to get on what Wendy did. Why are y'all spending time talking about the people who Robin did not want there? How is this a bachelorette party and no one is talking about the bride? You want to know why? Because she's barely a bride. Y'all on a party bus with liquor, a stripper, and some hoes. Because Ashley said there was some hoes. Discussing Wendy and Mia in Mexico. Okay. Then Charisse then says, well, no, Mia and Wendy were kissing and Wendy touched her vagina. And because we know Charisse was not there, we know, oh, that stuff someone told her to say. Because how would she know? She wasn't there. Because they kept saying the only one there was Candace, Mia, Wendy, and Ashley, Wendy, Candace, and Mia. So them four. I think I said all their names. Wendy, Mia, Candace, Abby. Those four. So the fact that Charisse you know what happened was, Mia and Wendy were kissing. How do you know you weren't there? I'm not gonna about it. I'm not gonna do that. I caught myself while I caught a body. Bad wig lady. Bad wig lady. You gonna miss your bus. Anyway, Charisse, how would you know what happened between Wendy and Mia unless someone told you? I don't like listening to people who are hearing things secondhand from messy people. And we know for a fact that Mia's messy and Ashley's messy. So the fact that they're trying to make Wendy out to be this loose goose, and they keep having a conversation when she isn't there to defend herself, said that she was out here buzzing it wide open in Mexico. Okay. Ashley then said, well, Mia was also rubbing on some boobs. I'm like, what? Who boobs? Ashley? Who? Now she did not say Wendy, but she said she was rubbing them. It probably was Ashley's boobs. Probably was Ashley's. Anyway, Mia then said, well, me and Wendy and Ashley and Candace, we all kissed. Like Candace, like what? I don't remember. Yes. Again, everybody is playing. I don't remember y'all, but all y'all remember Wendy doing stuff. Okay. It's weird how these grown women with partial careers and families or whatever are just so nonchalantly saying that Wendy was out here touching cooches and kissing women and busting it wide open with a coochie out in the place as if she does not have jobs and husbands and kids. I was like, but again, they're all doing it when Wendy isn't there. And even when um Ashley FaceTime Wendy, well, she actually FaceTime Karen, and Wendy was there. She mention at that point? Yeah, I told people that you and Mia was Ryan canoodling. No, she didn't do that. No. Mm-mm. But everybody want to repeat Wendy, 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 Wendy. But again, this is the crazy part. The fact that we see Mia on Giselle and Robin's side, Candace, why trust her? Why? Ain't Giselle your sworn enemy now? Anyway, they went to a titty bar, okay, where they was getting steak and lobster. Okay, and Robin says she's been to many strip clubs and is not against getting ass and titties in her face. Now, I think some people say, well, why wouldn't a bachelorette party go to a male strip club? Okay, who would want to go to a female strip club if you are not, a little bit of a lesbian? Okay, I don't know. Now, I've been to a titty bar or two in my life, but I don't want to look. Is the food good? Is the drink good? Take me there. Okay. I also don't have time for seeing dangling penises in my face. I don't want to see penises in my face. I also would not, I don't. Robin said it in a way where it feels like Robin wired and probably bumping some coochies. Okay, Robin probably wanted to go there, but sometimes women can go to a titty bar. It's not like a big issue, whatever. So I get that too. But again, Mia wanted to show off how she know other hookers and hoes and strippers or whatever. Okay. Oh, so there are clubs that have steak and lobster that are titty bars. Oh, I didn't. Yes, Robin, girl, get out my face. You know. Um. Now, Charisse is like, Ashley, what's going on with you and Michael? Now, first of all, everyone's drunk. Charisse seems really drunk. Gizelle is not drunk. Charisse was drunk because Charisse was slurring her words. So I fully believe Charisse was getting all the free drinks she could as much as she could. Okay, she wants all the liquor, all the drink, all the liquid down her throat. Okay, all of it. Now, why we at a bachelorette party? Why is nobody engaging with the person who's supposed to be getting married? Why? Okay, why? For what? I'm concerned. And for Charisse drunk self to ask, he said, what's up with you, Michael? We don't care about her, Michael. We don't at all. Okay. And I don't know. We're in a good place right now. We're being nice to each other. We're not going to get back together. But I don't know what's going on. We discussed, and he told me he was not dating anybody. So I stopped dating too because I didn't want to be the only one dating. Why do you care what your future ex-husband is doing? Why are y'all if y'all are divorcing and separating, date other people. Get out my face. But with Ashley saying, well, girl, we not dating nobody else because she said, girl, because Chris told me he saw your man, not your man. Chris told me he saw Michael at his place of employment with some chick. Okay, and she wasn't pretty either, but he was there. I can't believe this. I hate the fact that he lies. Michael has always lied. So, girl, bye. Look, Ashley, either divorce that man and move out and let that be a thing. But this back and forth, I don't know what I want to do, but I don't want to get back with him. But we don't care. We don't care. Now they still drinking. And they asked Charisse, well, how does she feel about Karen? Again, having consistent conversation about people who are not there. Now, Charisse ain't shit. Because Charisse went from saying Karen tried to come up with my character when I've never aired her out. She then went on to completely assassinate that lady's character. And I was like, girl, the last time me and Karen, no, the last time I was at the club was with Karen. Look, I don't, for 1 second of my life, believe that the last time Charisse went to a club, it was with Karen. I don't believe that. Because y'all ain't talked or hung out in 5 years. Which to me means if y'all were hanging out in a club, it had to be 6, 7, 8, 9 years ago. Charisse trying to say the last time I went to club was with Karen, and Karen disappeared on me, and Karen be drunk and she do whatever, but saying all of this while she's drunk because Charisse was clearly drunk, talking, slurring, and speaking. Okay, let me. Bad wig wearing Charisse was drunk. And Karen be drunk and doing whatever. That last time we went to a club, I'm saying Karen is known in Potomac as a person who will get drunk and fuck any dick that comes her way. She even was fucking a worker in the bathroom. I said, this is the gotcha. Karen is 59 years old. Do I believe at some point in Karen's life, Karen maybe was free and wild? Yes. But speaking as if Karen was recently out here, busting it low and spreading it wide for a worker in the bathroom of a club, was so... even in the fact that Candace kind of said this, inadvertently. I hate when friends, disappear when we are at the club. I'm saying they probably be in the bathroom somewhere sucking dick. And then for Charisse, Karen was known to be, banging people in bathrooms and blah. I was like, none of it seems current. It also seemed like we have friends who we've known has done things in bathrooms of restaurants or bathrooms of place. Because people talk. You should never try to air anyone out with such specific insinuations of them being basically a drunken whore. She basically called that lady a drunken whore who banged people in bathrooms. I was like, that's such... I don't believe it. I don't believe it's anything current. Not saying Karen maybe was not a fun person before who would do risque sexual things or whatever. Because a lot of people they said, that Giselle was a hoe at Hampton. And Giselle Ben said, see, I was Karen is a hoe from nowhere because Karen didn't go to college. A dig at Karen for not going to college. I just don't understand anyone saying what your friend did in their younger years that you knew wasn't really for public knowledge. Again, I always say I am happy as heck. Okay, that in my late teens and in my 20s, this is a time when I was out here living fast and free. We did not have social media. There's none. Not I was never out here fucking the bathroom. Let me put that out there. But my point is, I lived a life. I ain't no saint. I was a sinner. I still sin sometimes now. Okay, my point is, I would never want someone I considered close enough to me to know some of my past to then go on a nationally syndicated television show to say I am known in my state to be someone out here banging workers in bathrooms because I'm drunk. That is crazy to me. Right. The fact that she said, I didn't know Karen before the show, so she's also implying it happened within the past 7 seasons. That's great. Thank you for the super chat, Tracy. If they only met on the show, then it would have happened. Wow, that means so why not bring it out season 2 when you was talking about Blue Eyes? So she want me to believe Karen is Donna from not Donna. I don't believe. Look, do I believe Karen can drink and have fun? Absolutely, we all can. It's the insinuation that Karen is basically a slut. She said Karen is a person who will get drunk and bang any penis that comes her way. That she was out here banging in bathroom, banging the workers in the bathroom. It's okay for Karen to spread nasty rumors for Gizelle. Who said that was okay? When Karen did that, we all said, wow, that is crazy. We all said that. So you know what I'm saying? We're gonna leave that be. Anyway, anybody spreading, and this is the difference. I can give a difference. When there are many rumors about Gizelle in college time that someone brings up, that's rumors. That's one thing. For your friend to tell personal stuff that and let's also make it clear that was the time when Karen and Gizelle were arguing back and forth. Karen isn't here. And we are back when Charisse and Karen was fussing in Mexico. Bring it up then. Bring it up to my face. So when two people are fussing back and forth and you're saying whatever, okay, because that person is there to defend what you're saying. All the stuff that Charisse is saying that she's saying drunkenly in a club around other people when Karen ain't there is because she's lying. Period. People fuss and argue, they say stuff back and forth. Karen said that to Gizelle. Karen didn't say that to somebody else about Gizelle, behind Gizelle. Her and Karen said things to each other in each other's face. To me, if you're fussing with somebody and you say these things, at least you're saying it to them and not behind their back. To me, saying something to someone is not spreading a rumor. It's saying to them, you was the one out here with a hot box. You're saying to them what you've heard. Charisse had every chance to say this to Ken. You know to be out here. She didn't say any of that. So that's what I mean by it's despicable, because it's the fact that you are waiting to Karen isn't there to try to put her up under the bus as a drunken whore who bangs in bathrooms. I always have issue when people say stuff behind people's backs. No, say it to my face. Let it be to me. Let me defend myself. Even how they all talk about Wendy eating Wendy and Mia box eating or whatever. No one is saying any of that with Wendy there. Gizelle has the tendency to consistently know for a fact that she's making things up. She told Mia, "I know you did not eat Wendy's pooch, but I'm spreading that rumor." So to me, Gizelle does not earn the fact of people not wanting to say stuff about her, because she consistently, knowingly, purposefully will lie about other people because she ain't got nothing else to do. Now, when Candace asked, well, when did this happen? Was it recent? And she says, no. It was a while ago, but it was since this group has happened. Meaning, I was thirsty. Meaning, it's been since the show has been airing. But what she did not do was ever sentence Karen. Okay. Gizelle says how, she came after me, but I still didn't say anything. Karen is a drunken whore from nowhere. Robin say Charisse told her that before. So again, it came from Charisse. Okay. Charisse, no, Ashley then says how she's heard things but never nothing like that. Charisse brings up how Blue Eyes is not a driver. He worked at a hotel. Okay. And then Gizelle says how Ray know what it is or whatever. Ray, Ray is Karen driving because Karen lost her license. Her license was taken. Also, again, Karen's a drunk. Mia then says, I talked to Gordon, and Gordon said, because I talked to him about this stuff, okay? No, the fact that Mia, who was sitting there not really listening, but listening, who's a whore? Karen's a whore? All I heard was about a hoe at a hotel, and that's Karen. Again, she wants to be as messy as Gizelle. Okay? But Mia says how she talks to Gordon. And how Gordon told her that older men who have younger wives, when they get to the point of not being able to, please their wives, they let the wife date other people. And so Ray is older than Gordon, and Ray can't climb the stairs. He can't climb Karen. I'm like, do I believe Ray and Karen still has an active sex life? I mean, I think Karen maybe, get Ray off. Do I see Ray actively pelvic thrusting with Karen? No, because he's a bit older. And when you get older, because my point is, people are coming for Karen and Ray's marriage, but Ray isn't complaining. Ray has heard the rumors of Blue Eyes. Whatever. I just think it's weird how, they're fixated on Karen and Ray. And Mia, Gordon ain't but 2 steps and a hop, skip, and a jump from not being able to please you and put you in a poorhouse. So you laughing as if your husband is so much younger than Ray. It's crazy because, look, we all know when you get older, anything can happen. Okay, so don't act like Gordon is, 20, 40 years younger than Ray, and y'all got 20 more years of banking. You don't know that at all. And if Ray is at an age where he know he cannot satisfy his wife, and he's allowing her to be with whoever, let that be. Let that be. If Karen still wants to get some good husband, don't care, and they still happily married or whatever, let that be. But being so fixated on Karen and Ray simply because y'all don't have nothing else going on. Charisse is up here obsessed with Karen. Obsessed with Karen. Gizelle is obsessed with anyone and everyone's business because she don't have any. And Robin is sitting around here trying to pray and pray and pray that no one brings up Juan's as the lawsuit he's involved in with that kind of stuff or whatever, and him cheating on her. Right. And Charisse, what you wonder why Karen don't look what you do. Look what you, of course she don't fool with you. Eventually, we all get older, and sex ain't an issue. Again, do I think Ray, if do I think Karen's, it's like, how do I say this without getting flagged? Do I think Karen helps to get Ray off when he needs to? Yes. Do I see them having an active sex life? No. But I also don't see him or her right now being unhappy. Right. Giselle let her ex be with everything on the front 5 rows. It was able to say, right. Jamal had kids. Jamal was spreading it low and wide. It's just. Now let's move on to, because that was the whole episode. The episode went off with them on the damn pole, dancing around or whatever in BS. So we all know the past 2 episodes, Robin has been making it seem like Karen is just lying about Juan cheating is impossible. She's lying. I didn't hear about no rumor with him being with anybody. That was Robin's thoughts and concerns on the show. Even a podcast she did recently, Karen was making things up and blah, 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 blah. Okay. Robin had all these lies and denials as to why Karen was foolish. Even when she called Juan. Yeah, Juan, Karen said that she was walking in Georgetown with some girl, and Juan got pissed off and was cussing and fussing about cussing other folk out. They made it seem like Karen was up here lying and making stuff up. It can't possibly be that Juan was talking to anybody in the same state. Oh, that's impossible. And then when that came out on TikTok, some dude was talking about he was getting these receipts from some girl who was messing with Juan and whatnot. I ignored all that because I felt like TikTok, I don't know. I got time. I didn't care. Because in my opinion, I didn't need someone to come forward for me to believe that at some point Juan probably did have some kind of inappropriate relationship, contact with, or something with somebody outside of Robin. And Robin admitted that Juan did cheat. Let's listen. Now I had to speed up the voice. Okay, so it sounds whatever. They're on the Reasonably Shady podcast. Let's listen.
Sort of strumpet out here that is staking claims on Juan Dixon. And I just want to say, y'all stop it. Strumpet. That's all I'm going to say. You have anything to say?
Okay. So I debated on whether, addressing this because, I usually, I don't know, I don't really give attention to stuff like this.
Right,
and
true.
People who want attention. But I figured there were a lot of lies and things being misconstrued. So what I will say, okay, so for y'all, I'm sure all y'all that are listening don't really know exactly what we're talking about because you don't, live on Instagram or whatever, TikTok, Twitter, whatever it might be. Young lady came forward talking about she and Juan dated during COVID, and she shows this hotel receipt with his name on it.
Right.
Okay, that's that's legit. I don't know. I mean, that's
the premise of the allegation.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. So. What I want to okay, so what I want to say, first of all, I was aware of the situation before we filmed season 7.
Right.
And because this young lady was so pressed to tell me and to tell you, Gizelle,
yes,
I assume she told the whole cast.
Right.
So that means Robin knew while filming season 7 that the person Juan was messing around with was telling people she messed around with Juan.
She DM'd me.
Right. So all of season 7, I'm just waiting for somebody to bring it up.
Because, Karen is good for thinking she got some tea.
Right. Or anybody. I mean, that's our life. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just ready for it. I'm waiting for it. And so when we're in Mexico and Ashley tells me that Karen, was talking about us, and I'm like, oh, okay, this is it.
Right.
And she talks about some blonde holding hand, him holding hands with a blonde in Georgetown that looks like Karen. I'm like, okay, this is ridiculous.
This is ridiculous.
Okay. Right. Whew. So that was, it was kind of comical to me. So then we go down that road.
But it's comical, but it's true. That's the crazy part. It's like she's trying to laugh through the fact that Karen was right. Juan was dating someone, messing with someone, canoodling with somebody, conversing with someone, and you knew this. So you make it seem as if Karen always thinks she got the tea. She heard truth and repeated truth, and you knew it was true, but tried to make it seem as if Karen was lying. Juan got upset knowing that he did talk to somebody else besides you.
However, I was already aware of the situation, and I expected to talk about it on season 7.
Right.
Now, the situation, when it was presented to me, was discussed. It was handled. It was something we had to work through, you know. It was not something that it was just like, oh, okay, whatever.
Oh, yeah. No.
However, there are a lot of things that need to be cleared up with what's being said with what allegedly happened, which did not. So,
okay.
And I want to almost maybe share the details for Patreon.
Oh, yeah. We'll give the details on the Patreon.
Yes.
So go ahead on and subscribe.
I'm not subscribing to nobody's Patreon. Okay. The fact of the matter is you are telling us it did happen. I don't need no details. you are admitting that Juan messed with somebody else. Y'all had to work through it. Forget the Patreon.
So I will give more details on Patreon, but what I will say is, yes, Juan was an idiot and communicated with this woman on Instagram, because whatever. He's bored, he needs attention, it's a pandemic, blah blah blah, whatever.
Right.
However, they did not date. He did not fly her anywhere.
Right.
And there is a reason why his name is on a hotel receipt, which I will share on Patreon.
Yes.
There's no reason for my fiance's name to be on a hotel receipt that some woman has access to. Because what? There's a reason why his name was on a hotel receipt. It ain't no reason. What's that reason? Ain't no reason. Ain't no reason, man. Ain't none. Robin up here trying to deflect. And Karen said that on Twitter, because Robin was around here doing interviews, making it seem like Karen was crazy. Like Karen was making up stuff. And so Robin doing these interviews and deflecting, let me share, because I feel like people like to make it seem like Karen be lying and stuff. And I'm like, but she wasn't. Okay. When Karen said deflection, did she delete it? Did she delete it? It's right here. Because let me see. We're going to watch it from here because it's here. Deflection is admittance of guilt. You don't have to interview just because they ask you, especially when everyone knows you sound delusional given the current temperature in your own world. Just shush. Even said trying to influence the narrative by spinning false truths to achieve your wanted and desired outcome never succeeds. Foolish plots. Now that was probably about Charisse and them, but the deflection to me was about the bullshit. But let's keep listening.
Boom.
And the reason is not because he asked her to come and was volunteered to pay for this hotel room.
Right. The end.
Okay.
Yes.
No, this one.
Date. He did not fly her anywhere.
Right.
And there is a reason why his name is on a hotel receipt, which I will share on Patreon.
Yes. Boom.
And the reason is not because he asked her to come and was volunteered to pay for this hotel room.
Right. The end.
Okay.
Yes.
Ain't no the end. Your fiance, you are admitting what he did. Even if all he did was talk to the chick, Karen's point was true. Everyone knows about the chick who Juan was messing around with, and the fact that let's start from the beginning. Let's just go back to the beginning. Karen said, everyone knows, so I know you know too, about the chick he was messing around with in Georgetown. I know you heard it too. I haven't heard that. I didn't. You knew. The fact that you knew, because you said, I thought it would come out during the season, and when it did, you deflected.
There's some sort of strumpet out here that is staking claims on Juan Dixon. And I just want to say, y'all stop it. Strumpet. That's all I'm going to say. Do you have anything to say?
Okay. So I debated on whether addressing this because, I usually, I don't know, I don't really give attention to stuff like this.
Right,
and
true.
to people who want attention. But I figured there were a lot of lies and things being misconstrued.
Mm-hmm.
So what I will say, so for y'all, I'm sure all y'all that are listening don't really know exactly what we're talking about because you don't, live on Instagram or whatever, TikTok, Twitter, whatever it might be. Young lady came forward talking about she and Juan dated during COVID, and she shows this hotel receipt with his name on it.
Right.
Okay, that's that's legit. I don't know. I mean, that's
the premise of the allegation.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. So what I want to. Okay. So what I want to say first of all. I was aware of the situation before we filmed season 7.
Right.
And because this young lady was so pressed to tell me and to tell you, Giselle,
yes,
I assume she told the whole cast.
Right, because she DM'd me.
Right. So all of season 7, I'm just waiting for somebody to bring it up.
Because Karen is good for thinking she got some tea.
Right. Or anybody. I mean, like that's our life. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just ready for it. I'm waiting for it. And so when we're in Mexico and Ashley tells me that Karen, was talking about us, and I'm like, oh, okay, this is it.
Right.
And she talks about some blonde holding hand, him holding hands with a blonde in Georgetown that looks like Karen. I'm like, okay, this is ridiculous.
This is ridiculous.
Okay. Right. Whew. So that was, it was kind of comical to me. So then we go down that road. But however, I was already aware of the situation, and I expected to talk about it on season 7.
Right.
Now, the situation, when it was presented to me, was discussed. It was handled. It was something we had to work through, you know. It was not something that it was just like, oh, okay, whatever.
Oh, yeah. No.
However, there are a lot of things that need to be cleared up with what's being said with what allegedly happened, which did not. So,
okay.
And I want to almost maybe share the details for Patreon.
Oh, yeah. We'll give the details on the Patreon.
Yes.
So go ahead on and subscribe.
So I will give more details on Patreon. But what I will say is, yes, Juan was an idiot and communicated with this woman on Instagram, because whatever. He's bored. He needs attention. He's, it's the pandemic, blah, 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 whatever.
Right.
However, they did not date. He did not fly her anywhere.
Right.
And there is a reason why his name is on a hotel receipt, which I will share on Patreon.
Yes. Boom.
And the reason is not because he asked her to come and was volunteered to pay for this hotel room.
Right. The end.
Okay.
Yes. And then I will say several things on Patreon, like, let me catch her outside. Let me catch her outside.
But,
allegedly.
But since she pretty much was trying to bribe Juan and told her that she was going to become famous off of us, then I don't know, girl, go maybe, I don't know, hopefully you can start up OnlyFans and get some money off of it or something.
Yes, go show your booty on OnlyFans.
Right.
Yeah.
But I will say, just with respect to Juan and I, we dealt with the situation. It was definitely something that, we had to work through relationship-wise. Maybe that's why the wedding didn't happen when y'all wanted it to.
Oh, really?
I mean,
let's discuss. We'll discuss on Patreon.
I mean, yeah, maybe. I mean, it just, you know what I'm saying? But so anyway, it was something that we dealt with, and, we're moving forward.
Yes.
So, right, catch the lady outside, not Juan. This be my issue. The lady could not be trying to get clout off y'all name had Juan not entertained her. The lady would not be able to blackmail y'all had Juan not entertained her. Then to say that's probably the reason why we didn't get married before, because Juan was out here cheating. That's why I wanted to put the cheating clause in the wedding thing, and Juan said, oh, that ain't the issue. But Juan was right here talking to somebody, having any kind of inappropriate conversation that includes a hotel receipt, to me means, guess what? You want some stuff? I'm not going to Patreon to figure nothing out, because I feel like, don't nobody have time to be trying to make excuses for the cheating man. I don't want to pay to hear the excuses that she's going to make for the cheating man. And even if he did not have sex with that lady, he may not have been dating that lady. However, it was enough of a situationship for you to pause wanting to get married. That's why she didn't want no big to-do wedding, in case Juan embarrassed her later. At least I don't have this big to-do wedding that makes me look dumb. Even having a small wedding, knowing that man was canoodling with somebody, else at some point, you look foolish. Because you tried to downplay Karen saying there's a rumor about Juan. Even the fact that they would be, oh, well, Karen heard that on the blog. Robin just admitted to it. Also on the breeze, y'all, look, I had to skip to find the 2 parts of the show they discussed. Even she also talked about the news coming out that her and Juan got married. So the way it was leaked at the reunion, she admitted at the reunion that her and Juan got married. That's why Bravo was going to have to add in that part to the finale because she announced it at the reunion. She said somebody on like a makeup team or whatever heard them, filming, and they leaked the information to the blogs. She then was like, I don't like the fact that why would anyone want to leak my personal and private? Yo, it ain't, you were filming it for a show. So shut up. To me, Robin wanted to have this quiet marriage, this quiet wedding, because she knew Juan was caught up in not only the cheating scandal with some lady with hotel receipts, but also the Karla scandal that he knew about one of the students getting catfish and assaulted and abused in different ways that come with sex or whatever, and harassed by someone, and you didn't do anything. That's why she want to keep it all hush, hush. It's just so, Robin do not need to be back next season at all, because you lied in the scenes about knowing about Juan messing with someone, while also saying, I was waiting for it to come up, and when it came up, you denied it. And then talked about it on your podcast, but then said, I will only give the details on Patreon. Then what is you on the show for? What's the point of you being on the show? Why are you here? What are you here for? We don't need you here. No one, the fact that I had to go, because it was on the Neighborhood Talk First, who had a clip of what she said. I went and got the podcast and skimmed through the whole thing, kept it skip to get to what they were talking about. I should not have to do that to get the storyline from the show that's currently airing. The fact that we don't see a conversation between you and Juan addressing Karen bringing up something he did. Juan getting pissed off when he know he did something and it came out. Girl, bravo. If y'all bring Robin back, y'all racist. Because why? For what? Poor Kay. It's crazy. It's crazy to me. It's crazy to me that Robin had a whole storyline and none of it played out. Robin kept asking Juan about a prenup and a cheating clause, but never said it's because Juan actively was in a cheating scandal a little bit last year that we had to work through. To make it seem like when Juan said that's all old, it wasn't. That was recent. Anything that happened since the pandemic is recent. Old is when y'all was poor and broke before, not poor and broke now. Okay? So get out my face. Juan, Robin, them kids, her hats, Juan's beard, Robin's bad fashion and bad streaks can all leave the housewives of Potomac. She do not need to be back. The show really needs to be revamped. Keep Karen, keep Candace. They're going to keep Gizelle. Keep Wendy. Wait, Candace, Karen, Wendy. They're going to keep Gizelle. Charisse can go. Mia can go. Robin can go. Bring in some new heat. Bring back a scholar. Replace Robin, bring back a scholar. The only way Robin should come back is if Robin is only a friend of to Gizelle, who is here in a limited capacity, and that's it. She do not need to be on the show full time doing nothing. She don't need to confess nothing. Get Robin out of my damn face. This is what aggravates you with these shows. Do not, why are y'all playing in the audience's faces? Robin saying, I expected to have to deal with the rumor about Juan and this lady because the lady contacted me. She kind of contacted Gizelle. I thought she talked to other people. Karen was one of them. And when Karen brought it up, you denied it. And once we see the reunion, if she denies it at the reunion, I would be pissed. Even if she talked about it at the reunion, why would you then talk about it on your podcast before the reunion airs? Unless you know you won't be back next season, so you don't care about ruining the stuff you say at the reunion. Mia can go. Robin can go. Charisse is really here, so she can go. When Mia go, Jacqueline will go. Bring back a scholar. Bring back another newbie who we don't know, and have the show. Wendy needs to bring on a friend. Wendy, bring on a friend. Do it. Okay? But for sure, I don't want to see Robin back. At least Robin and Charisse has to get out my face. They can bring Mia back solely so that Wendy can get in Mia's ass all season. But Robin having not only this secret wedding, but having a whole storyline about Juan cheating that she did not bring onto the show, and then put it on her podcast, and then talk about it on the podcast before the reunion aired, to me means she should be fired. Anyway, y'all, that is it. I am done. That's all we have today. Okay, I will be live. I think tomorrow I'm doing. I think tomorrow I'm doing live for 90 Day Fiance. We need another show to laugh at. We need something besides my love and a lockup review. So I think I'm gonna do 90 Day Fiance the other way. I think it's some foolishness that we can laugh about or whatever and have a good time. So I think tomorrow at 9 p.m. I'm gonna do that as a live to see how y'all think about that. But again, Robin ain't nothing. She's a liar. We're gonna leave it at that. Okay. We also don't like Mia. She could go. And they all get on my nerves. Okay. Do not forget to be around here. Hey, my, that's my mama. Do not forget to like the video, comment in the comment section for those who are doing the rewatch. Share the video, subscribe to my channel, like the video, comment, my mind, y'all, sometimes goes blank. So I have to do stuff in order. Subscribe to my channel, like it, follow me on social media at JayLeesCorner and stuff. Okay. I love you all. I hope everybody it's a lot going on in the world. Is a reason why I have not been on live as much, because I've been, getting my stuff together, trying to get my emotions intact. Okay, but so much is going on in the world, and I want everyone to know that someone loves you, and that someone is me. Okay, be safe, be safe, be safe. I love you all. I gotta go. Bye.